Hello and welcome to a crafty edition of Lower Merion Libraries Online. On this show, we'll share some great crafts from around the library system. All Lower Merion libraries are open this summer and ready, as always, to offer some great programs. And be sure to check out our website at lmls.org for a whole suite of apps and websites with links to a huge variety of content. But for now, it's on to the videos. Miss Melody from Ludington Library shares a cherry blossom craft on Try It Out. Enjoy!
Hey everyone, it's Miss Melody from the Ludington Library Junior Room. Welcome back to Try It Out with Miss Melody. Today we are going to be doing a spring art project. We're going to be doing some painting using some recycled materials. And what we are going to be painting is a branch of cherry blossoms. This weekend is actually the Cherry Blossom Festival in Philadelphia. It's running from the 8th through the 10th in Fairmount Park next to the Shufosu Japanese House and Garden. They're going to be having a bunch of free concerts, so if you're not sure what to do this weekend, that would be a fun thing to check out. In order to do our project today, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need some paper. I'm going to be using a very large piece of construction paper. If you don't have paper that large, you can use something smaller or tape a few pieces of paper together to make a nice big canvas. You're also going to need some paint. We're going to be using really two different colors. You want either brown or black for the branch of your tree. I'm going to be using black today. And then you need a pinkish or reddish color in order to make your cherry blossoms. I did not have any pink, so I decided to use some white and some red and mix them together, so now I have a pink paint. You are also going to need a paintbrush. You kind of want one that's a little bit fatter, a little bit bigger, not too fine tipped. You're going to need a paper or plastic plate to mix your paints up in. I would tip this forward, but I think it might tip. I had a paint palette, so I decided to use that. You don't need one of those. You can just use a plate. And then to get to our recycled material, you're going to need an empty bottle that has kind of this pattern on the bottom, because that's what's going to be used to make our blossoms. So it can be any kind of bottle, soda, lemonade, whatever you drink. And now we're going to get started. So we're going to first make the branch for our cherry blossom. So kind of one long kind of squiggly branch with a bunch of little smaller twigs sticking off of it. So I'm going to take my blank piece of paper here and I'm going to start painting. You can paint either direction. You can go across this way and make your branches up and down, or you can do it up and down like this. And that's how I think I'm going to do mine. I think it'd be easier for me to paint this way than side to side. So I'm going to get a bunch of paint on my brush here. I'm going to start making a long branch in the middle. You might need kind of a lot of paint to do this, a little bit more. So I have a few more places to put some blossoms on. And then I'm ready to let my paint dry. So that is one of the downsides of this project. If you are someone who wants to do all of it right away, it's a little hard to add the pink blossoms to your paper when your black paint is still wet, because you have a chance that you're going to smear it and that would not look so good. So you either want to paint when you have a little extra time where you can let this set aside and let it dry for a little bit, or if you're working with little kids who might not be able to wait, you might want to do the branch part in marker instead, and then just do your painting of the blossoms with paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry, and then we are gonna add our blossoms. All right, now my paint is all dry on my branch. My black paint is dry, I can touch it. If I go ahead and add other paint to it, it's not gonna smear. So it's ready for me to add my pink blossoms. So I'm gonna put it sideways, I think, for this instead of up and down. Because when it's finished, I would like to hang it sideways, horizontally. So I kind of want to see what it looks like as I'm painting it, so I can add blossoms where I think they'll look good, hanging that direction. When you put out your pink or your red paint, you kind of want a fair amount. You want it to be pretty deep, because what we're going to be using is the bottom of our bottle to make kind of a stamper, to dip in and then stamp where we want our blossoms. So you want it deep enough that it can go around and touch each of the parts that are sticking out at the bottom of the bottle. I'm going to go ahead and dip mine in here. my paint's a little thin, which I think it might make it a little more difficult. We will see. Then I'm going to put it near the end of one of my branches and just set it down. And there is one set of blossoms. So now I'm ready to, probably shouldn't have lifted it up because now it's running. I'm going to go ahead and add some more. I'm going to put some near the end of each of these branches. You can add as many or as few as you would like. Just how you prefer it. So I'm going to add, and then I will show you what it looks like. All right, so now my painting is all finished. I'm not going to lift it up. I'll show a picture to you of what it looks like in a moment. But I'm not going to lift it up because my paint is still wet and it is going to run. For my painting today, I use just washable tempera paint. It's a little bit thinner, so when the paint's not dry and kind of travel all over the place, you can use whatever paint you would like. I would recommend something that's washable if you're doing this with younger children, so you don't have a huge mess. But I hope that you enjoyed making this painting using recycled materials. If you would like to show us what your painting looks like, you can go and add a comment below the video and let us know how yours turned out, if you used the same colors or if yours turned out a little bit differently. Another great way to continue to celebrate spring is by reading some spring books. And you can find some of those in our seasons section in the junior room. Here are a few of my favorites. This one I think I've shared before. I really like each of the books that Kevin Hankus did about the different seasons. And this one is his for spring. It's called When Spring Comes. Shows a lot of really great things that happen as the seasons change. Two other picture books that I really love about spring are Spring is Here, and this is by Will Hillenbrand. It's about a little mole trying to wake up his friend Bear now that spring has arrived. And Hooray for Spring by Patricia Hubble. And this also shows a lot of really great animals and other things that you can see when spring arrives. So I hope you enjoyed this project today. We are having a story time on Friday. It's going to be Miss Ashley leading our story time this week in the large meeting room downstairs. This is best for ages 0 to 5. Please make sure that you do register online. You can do that by going to our calendar on lmls.org. We hope to see you soon.
You can find this complete video and lots of other great videos on the Library System's YouTube channel. Just visit lmls.org and click on the Programs on YouTube button. Well, we have to take a break, but stay tuned. There's lots more to come here on Lower Merion Libraries Online. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Lower Merion Libraries Online, where we feature informational and educational online programs offered by our 6 libraries. Did you know you can help your favorite Lower Merion library and the community at the same time? There are numerous volunteer opportunities with the Lower Merion Library System. Visit lmls.org to download an application today. Now, back to the videos. Miss Jackie from Ludington Library makes a fun Star Wars craft. May the 4th be with you.
Hey everybody, it's Miss Jackie and Miss Casey from the Ludington Library Junior Room, and we're here to do a craft with you today for May the 4th, which is, of course, Star Wars Day.
Of course.
May the 4th be with you. So today we're going to make lightsabers out of pool noodles. You can get these at the dollar store, and it's really cool. It's a cool thing.
We're so excited.
So at the library all this week we're having Star Wars Week. So you can come into the library and take a trivia quiz about lines from the movies, or you can make your own droid, which you can take home out of paper. And then we're going to show you how to make lightsabers out of pool noodles.
So you can celebrate at home with us.
Right. So what you need is you each need a pool noodle. You need duct tape. You need scissors. And you need decorative dots. They can be any color. They're just to be like the buttons on the lightsaber to turn it on and off. Yes. So this is how you have to start this. You have to measure the distance of the pool noodle, the diameter. So you're going to get a piece of paper and you're going to wrap it around your pool noodle at one end. And you're going to line up the paper directly at the end of the pool noodle and hold it, and you're going to wrap it around. This is how you're going to see what length to make your strips of duct tape to go around your pool noodle. So I overlapped it maybe an inch, okay? And so this is how you're going to measure the duct tape. All right, so once you do that, you cut the paper the exact, or a little bit longer than your diameter of your pool noodle. All right, so once we measure it, you have your slip of paper here, and you put it down. You're going to take your duct tape, and you're going to open it to the length of your paper.
With sticky side up.
Sticky side up. All right, you're going to cut strips that width. All right, so we're measuring. This is hard to do with the sticky side up.
It is.
But you measure the width of your paper. All right, you cut strips. And what you're going to do is you're going to layer your strips on top of each other. And you put them down, but you want to make sure you put them sticky side up. Yeah. All right, so see how the red shows through with the little squares that I cut? Whoop, be careful.
I hit the chandelier.
Yep.
Mine has some shapes.
Now you can build this up a little higher if you want. Depends how long you want it. Mine's pretty long, so
Yeah.
we could make it like a little higher if you wanted to. You just keep wrapping. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. The biggest part is knowing the distance around the pool noodle. That's the biggest thing. You want to make sure you cover it pretty well.
Go around.
These are great for birthday parties too. It's like a fun craft for the kids to do at a birthday party.
Yeah, if you have a Star Wars themed party, everyone could make their own lightsabers and pick their own costumes and stuff. That'll be cool.
Alright, so I covered the entire bottom. We have colors showing through. And now we're going to do dots. I have green dots, I have blue dots, I have red dots, I have yellow dots. Whatever you want to use, whatever you have around the house.
You have Star Wars stickers, that would be cool.
Star Wars stickers would be good. I'm going to use one of each color. Just try to line them up. You can get as fancy as you want, or make it as simple as you want. I have buttons, so I could go pew, pew, pew.
Perfect. That's the sound they make.
That's,
Yours was red though, does that mean you're with the Sith? Maybe you just used a red
yours is
crystal.
blue.
Yeah. Like Skywalker.
Maybe I took it off at Darth Vader.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren, yes. Okay. So you can even put more cuts into it before you put it on. You can put black stickers on it. You can use a pen, like a permanent marker, and draw levers and designs on it. You can make it as complex as you want. But this is a great craft for May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you. Oh wait, don't cross the streams. Oh, that's a different video. That's a different movie. That's Ghostbusters. Star Wars. Pew pew. Zoom, 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 zoom.
Happy Star Wars Day.
Happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you, and watch out for Revenge of the 5th.
Hey. And come into the junior room. It's Star Wars week. We want to see you. We want you to make your own droid. We want you to, we want you to take the trivia contest or the trivia questionnaire. And just come on in.
Don't use your lightsabers in the library, though.
No. But if you want to make some and take pictures of it, you can post it in the comments below. We would love to see it.
them.
So have a good time making these lightsabers. We had a good time. I'm going to press my button now. Bzz, 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 bzz. Have a great day.
Once again, you can view this entire video and lots of other great videos on the Library System's YouTube channel. Just click on the Programs on YouTube button on lmls.org. And be sure to follow the Library System's other social media sites on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Well, we have to take another break, but please stay tuned. There's more great virtual library programming to come. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our craftiest Lower Merion libraries online yet, where we featured cherry blossoms and Star Wars, and now we close this month with our final video, Lucky Shamrock Craft. Enjoy!
Hi, I'm Miss Mars, yes, like the planet, and today I will be subbing in for Mr. Evan on his Shamrock Craft for this year's St. Patrick's Day. So to start off, you want to have a glue stick, a marker or a pen, and everything else in your kit and a pair of scissors. So first step, we're going to take our Shamrock template and we're going to cut out along the lines of each little shape here. So feel free to pause if I'm going too fast at any point and finish each step of this project. So once you're done cutting this, you should end up with 3 shapes: a circle, a stem, and a leaf, which will be the clovers at the end. Then, once you're done that, take your 2 sheets of dark green paper and fold them in half so that the short end of the paper meets. I also like to call it fold it hamburger style. Anyway, you fold it this way. So once you have both of your green sheets folded like this, you will take your leaf template and you will trace it, and you will make sure that the bottom of your leaf lines up with the crease of the green paper. So in the end, once we've cut it, it'll open and be a bigger, like double leaf moment. So take a moment to trace 4 of those. So you will have 2 on each piece of green paper. Make sure each time you trace that this bottom line of the leaf lines up with the paper's crease. So it should look like this. So you can pause and take a moment to trace all your leaves, and when you're done, it should look like this. So once you've gotten to this point, grab your scissors and you can begin to cut out along the line you just drew on the paper. Dark green leaves that you've cut to make sure they open, and fold them closed and put a layer of glue on one side of the leaf, so on the outside. And we'll want to do this with all 4 of our dark green leaves. So once you have put glue down on one of the sides, you will put it right on to the paper, your orange paper. So it should look like this. And then we want to do that 3 more times. Putting them out around, coming out of our circle in the middle. And when you are done, you should have what is starting to look like a 4-leaf clover. And you should still have one of your layers, the top layer of the leaf, be able to open. Okay, and next grab your 4 individual light green leaves, and we are going to put glue down on one side of each of these leaves, and we are going to put these inside the darker green leaves. So we want to put them right there on each leaf. And create a lighter inside for each of these leaves when we open them up. So do that 3 more times. As I've said, feel free to pause at any point, catch up, take time to glue down, all that jazz. We're putting them inside our leaves. Doesn't really matter which side you put the glue down on, just put them down on one. And with that, we should have our opening lucky clover, or leaf clover, whatever you want to call it. And then at the bottom, you want to write, I am lucky because ... So we want to write that at the bottom. It's backwards speed, I think. I am lucky because, and these clovers for the lucky day of the year, St. Patrick's Day, or these lucky 4-leaf clovers, we will be able to write in each of these leaves why we feel that we are lucky. For me, I can write, I am lucky because, and I'll write here, I have friends and family that love me. That love me. And when I go to open my clover, I will be reminded why I am lucky. I am lucky because I get to make this tutorial for all of you to make your clovers. So I hope you had fun making our 4-leaf lucky clover for this year's St. Patrick's Day. Again, I am Miss Mars, subbing in for Mr. Evans at the Belmont Hills Library. So I hope you all have a great St. Patty's Day and have a very, very lucky day. Bye!
You can find this complete video on the Library System's YouTube channel. Click on the Programs on YouTube button on lmls.org. Well, we're out of time for this episode, but please tune in again next month for more of the best online programs from our 6 Lower Merion libraries. You can visit lmls.org anytime for more information, including our calendar and event scheduling system, and a whole suite of apps and websites with links to a huge variety of content. If you have any questions about what services are available, or any other specific requests, you can always call your local library at the numbers listed on the screen. Thanks again for watching Lower Merion Libraries Online. We'll see you next time.